Welcome, ladies and gents. Chris Andre here. You can find me at BetBoxing on Twitter for boxing-related tweets, or you can subscribe to the channel and get notifications whenever a new video is uploaded. Let's talk boxing. Michael Benson, the journalist, has put up a tweet to say Eddie Hearn suggested that Alexander Usyk fights Joe Joyce for the WBO interim belt, so Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury can be for undisputed. After AJ versus Fury, the winner could then vacate the WBO, meaning that the Usyk versus Joyce winner would become a full champion. I've called this what it is. It's Eddie Hearn essentially suggesting a duck. Now, that doesn't mean that Anthony Joshua wants to duck Alexander Usyk. Anthony Joshua wants to fight everyone, no doubt about it. The man's a warrior. He's proved that in the past, okay? He wants to fight everyone. But you need to explain to me what's in it for Alexander Usyk. Why would Alexander Usyk take this offer? And I said in the tweet, I get asking him to take step-aside money and fight in the winner. That makes sense. But that's very different to saying don't fight AJ now and then later we'll vacate. You have to understand that this is a business. Anthony Joshua is a cash cow. He's the biggest draw in the heavyweight division. Alexander Usyk is the WBO mandatory. Now, if he fights AJ, he's not just fighting for one belt, the WBO. He's fighting a unification fight. And he's fighting the biggest cash cow in the sport, or certainly in the heavyweight division. So, if he beats Anthony Joshua, and clearly he believes he can, that's why he's talking about becoming undisputed champion, and this is his quotes, his words, not just heavyweight champion, undisputed heavyweight champion is what his aim was. That's exactly what he said post Chisora, right? If he beats AJ, he makes millions, becomes a unified champion. He would have a rematch. He would face Anthony Joshua again for another unification fight. More millions. If he wins that again, he fights for the undisputed title against Tyson Fury or whoever else has the belt. More millions. He becomes a superstar. Undisputed in 2 weight categories. This is stuff dreams are made of. It would make him a legend. He'd go down as one of the best of all time. And you want him to give that up so he could take a massive risk to fight Joe Joyce, a massive risk against a brilliant heavyweight, but one who's not a big personality and who's not internationally acclaimed. That fight's not going to make him millions. And then if he wins that fight, if he wins it, because it's a risk, he then wins a vacated belt without being guaranteed a shot at unification. What's in it for Alexander Usyk? Who does he then fight? Who do you then want him to go fight? Dillian Whyte? Who else is he then going to go and fight? What other big risk are you going to want him to take before he can start pursuing his dreams? He's 33 years old. You want him to wait 18 months, 2 years? How long do you want him to wait? He'll be 35. Why would he do that? This is madness. It's a terrible, terrible offer from Eddie Hearn. If you want him to step aside, you have to pay him millions. And then you have to guarantee him that regardless of what happens with Usyk, he can fight who he wants. Let him fight a couple of bums if he wants to. Because we've seen what happened with Dillian Whyte when he took a supposed tune-up fight against Alexander Povetkin. If you want him to accept the step-aside situation, you've got to offer him millions. You've got to compensate him. This is just the reality of business, guys. And then he has got to be guaranteed, whatever happens, a shot at the undisputed title, the winner of AJ Fury. That's the only way. Otherwise, what you're asking him to do, some people have been saying, he's got to do it to get goodwill with Matchroom. What? What are you on about? Other people have said, the fans, all it's doing is making the fans angry. What's he getting in the way of an undisputed shot for? Guys, as a fan, I want to see Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. That's the fight I want to see. And then, yes, I do want to see the winner fight Usyk. I'd love to see that too. But yeah, the number one fight, if I could choose one fight in the entire sport, it wouldn't be Crawford Spence. It wouldn't be Canelo Golovkin 3. It would be Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. That's the fight I want to see. But now you're talking as a fan. You've got to understand the business. And you've got to understand what Eddie Hearn is proposing is a joke. Put yourself in Usyk's position. What would you do? Why are you giving all that up for a massive risk to then get a vacant belt without a guarantee? You don't know afterwards if they're going to want to reunify, if they're going to want to become undisputed again, the winner of that fight. He might choose to retire Anthony Joshua. He might choose to go and fight Dillian White for a big money domestic fight after the 2 fights against Fury. You could be sitting there, Alexander Usyk, with a BO belt and be frozen out. Why would you take that risk? He has to be compensated and he has to be guaranteed. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you disagree. But some of these people, man, like insulting as well. This is the thing. They're insulting. And they're accusing me of... First, one guy accused me of being a Fury fan who's hating on AJ, and I'm trying to hate on AJ regardless of what he does. AJ's a warrior. Go watch that fight, that post-fight review. Anthony Joshua against Kubrat Pulev. Go and see how highly I speak of Anthony Joshua and his skills. But you got to be realistic, man. If you're Alexander Usyk, you are not stepping aside for this offer. Thanks for watching. Chat to you soon. Take care and God bless.